Morning, Janie. I'm sitting here. Hi, Daisy May. Cutting up 5.5 inch squares. Hi, Kim. Oh, gotta turn this one down. I'm starting my next project. I'm using the gingers here. I'm using your gene material, Ginger. Let me dig this out here. Mm, Hi, Gladys. Whatever you want to chat about, farm wife. But I'm. I got this panel. I got this panel, and Ginger sent me a lot of. Hi, John. Ginger sent me a lot of gene materials and stuff. So I'm cutting some 5.5 inch blocks. I'm going to, I watched the video how to do triangles easier. You take and put two different fabrics together, draw a line down the center, you sew a 1/4 inch on the one side, 1/4 inch other side, cut the middle, you open it up, you got a triangle already made. And so I'm going to put these triangle blocks around that panel. Oh, your mom's not there yet, Daisy? How long is your mom going to be staying? Very long with you? I really don't want to cut that one up. Well, I can leave the pocket. Yeah, I like that panel. I got 3 different panels, and that's my favorite one so far. Hi, Donna. Hi, Emily. Oh, 2 weeks. Hey, it's a pretty good stay, long stay before. You're going to need more burritos. I really like these. They don't stick. You know, putting them down when you're cutting squares out. Or what I do? I get something. Hi, Cheryl. Cheryl, I just seen you sent me a message or something. Well, farm wife, roses have little pricky things on there. Don't forget. I bumped my computer here. Hold on. Hi, Pam. The link's pinned at the top, guys, if anybody wants to come up. I was bored sitting in here. I was watching some YouTube deals and it was getting boring to me. So, heck, I'll just come on here. Somebody else might be bored too. Janie, you get dandelions. Hey, Sandra. I know there. Uh-oh. Guys, I might have. I think, yep, Kathy just went live or Zoom meeting or something. So if you guys want to go over Kathy, I think it's Quilts Crafts. If you want to go over, I know you guys want to go over here. Let's see if I can show her name. There it is. So if anybody wants to go over there, I understand. I didn't know she was going live or I wouldn't have started this. Yeah, Cheryl, I'm working on, well, I got the two that we're doing together, but this one's mine on my own. I'm doing this panel. So I had this ideal. So I'm waiting for 5 more blocks for our main quilt, 6 blocks for the second quilt. So I'm waiting for some more blocks so I can finish them. So I thought I could sit here today and cut out squares or fabric anyway. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. I didn't get my notifications last week, and I did today. I redid the bell. And some of you guys aren't seeing Rita's bells. Go in there at the top, click on the deal again, like you're subscribed, and the bell, and that you want to get notifications more. Maybe refresh your bell. Yeah, wake your bell up. Sometimes YouTube doesn't, they do whatever they want to do, so you got to go back and check things. Ginger, you could have cut all these seams out for me, made it easier for me. I'm cutting up jeans, guys, and last time I cut jeans up, I cut my finger, so I'm trying to be careful. Yes, I don't know if you guys heard it a little bit ago, Daisy. My phone is always on because some people can't chat, like on Sanders' channel or Rita's. Cindy can't chat, so I always have my phone by me. And yeah, you turn on your sound notifications, and it will make a little noise. That's why when I'm doing something, I hear my phone, I look and see. Like Cheryl had sent me something here, or sent something on Facebook, and then Kathy started her live. So yeah, you can turn on the sound also. It gets irritating sometimes. Like I'm friends with a lot of people, so I get like Facebook and YouTube. So my phone goes off quite a bit. It used to be really bad when I was driving. It don't bother me now that I'm not driving. Yeah, go into your settings. After you check your bell, go into your settings, Daisy, on your phone. Going back and go on the settings, and there's a place for notifications. You can turn on the vibration and the sound. Yes and no. I got one of my friends sent me a bunch of jeans. I have a few here. My first two quilts were jeans, but I have a lot of fabric to do stuff now too. But let me get this back out here. This one here, I think this panel is an old farm. So I thought it would be fitting to have jeans material around the farm. I don't think it would look good with any flower patterns or anything like that. So I think it would look good with, because a farmer never wore flower stuff. He always had his blue jeans on or his bib overalls on. Hey, I'll take him. Also, are you moving back up here by me? You was talking about that the other day. Did you get the place up here by Oregon? I don't know if it's right or not, Emily or Janie. It just figured like I'm not very good at designing or colors, so I just thought it would be fitting though. I am going to take. I don't know how to do it yet, but one of the panels, maybe end of May. Okay. There's pockets on some of these. They're really nice pockets. So I think I'm going to take and on this quilt, I'm going to in some way put a pocket in it, too. So if you want to store something, they're Velcroed. So if you want to put something inside, hey Jennifer, inside of it. So I'm going to make one of the panels or maybe two are going to have some pockets on it too. Hi Melanie. I got one seam off. They're making two quilts for my son with an eagle panel. Oh, Melanie, here, look here. Might be the one I got. Or Emily, I mean. Hi, Toodles. Here's my eagle. I got an eagle too. Yep, you caught me live, finding Toodles. I don't do it as much anymore because I'm on Rita's all the time, so I try not to go on as much. Yeah, this is a big eagle panel. I want to get an Air Force deal because my uncle died last year and he was in Air Force, so was I. And I want to get one and make my aunt. She does quilts. She really don't need me to make a quilt, but I want to make one in memory of him. I don't know how many blocks I'm going to need to go around that thing because that's a pretty good size panel. So I figured I'd just cut jeans up today. Takes a while to cut the seams all out. I cut all up a lot in panels, but I can't put the seams in this here, so I'm cutting them all off today. Making 5.5-inch squares. All right. Turn this down here some. I need another camera so people can see what I'm doing, so you can watch when I cut my finger off. But these here, man, these are nice. They got that handle. and you put it there and it don't move. See, it just shakes everything. They don't go nowhere. Oh, well, there it is. Lost my rotary blade. I made a Majestic Mountain quilt box. I'll have to look that up. I don't know what that one is. Because I haven't, my brain don't stop. I haven't figured out what I'm going to do that panel yet. I got another panel too here. It's a basketball one. Well, it's basketball, but it's got upside down. This one here, I think, would make a nice kid's blanket or quilt. Yep, I do. I love these rulers. You're right. I mean, I used to. This is the first time I've used the square ones, but I've used the heck out of this one. Cutting my binding and stuff, lay it down. This is the first time I'm using the little ones. I will. Or Cheryl, you're always showing me stuff on Facebook. Send me a picture of one. I don't know if this is a right of way or not, but I don't get all of it cut, so I get it kind of cut, and then I use my scissors to finish it up. I'm not real steady with that rotary blade yet. Thanks, Cheryl. Or Emily, if you got it, come on up for a minute and show us it. I mean, yeah. The link's pinned at the top, Emily. Come up for a minute and show us. I think I got a long ways to go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yep, I got a long ways to go. Yeah, I changed the name back, Toodles, because it's easier for people and stuff. So it's the same as my Facebook. Just make it easier for everybody. Wow, I don't know how to say that word, Kim. Batik layer cake. You know what? My aunt gave me all these. I really haven't went through there yet. Or Cheryl just sent me a picture. This is why I got my phone on. That's what Cheryl sent, Emily. Is that what you're talking about? Bad ink. But I got some with, what's this guy? Oh, snowman. Little snowman on it. I guess if I read, it says what it's on. I have to try to look. Hey, Kim, this is your favorites. It says Kim's favorites. Look here. Kim's favorites. Kind of looks like Kim, old lady stuff. I got some. I could send these to Rita so she would have some red blocks. That's it. Oh, Emily says that's it. Man, Emily, I don't know if I can do that yet. I know it's the wrong spelling, but it's close. Yeah, I don't know if I can do that, Emily, yet. How you do all them little zigzags? That's too much for me yet to do. See what else we got in here. Just some colors mainly, some prints. Those are kind of pretty colors. I'm getting as much fabric as Rita's got. There's a big old bundle. That's thicker than the others. You know, I'm making all these 5-inch blocks, and I got all these here. I could do an easy way, but I just thought that this jean material would look better. Oh. Oh. Sanders went. I watched Sandra cut. She's about the only one I watched cut fabric so far, and she makes this look so easy. What's the name of the one with the black background with the pink flowers? Hold on a minute. You dig it back out here. Back. Welcome home, flannel. Flannel. Hi, Paula. It's got some blacks and flowers with the burgundy. I like that color. And some greens. And I got that little basket too. That's a nice little basket. Holds in perfect. Yeah, I was saying I've only watched Sandra. She makes this look so easy. I'm afraid I'm gonna cut myself, so I'm trying to watch really good. But Paula's the one bought me this thing, so I'm glad she's here. So if I lose a finger, she's watching. Can't be close. You're welcome, Ginger. Ginger, you've sent me enough stuff. Do you want that block? I mean, I have several here. If you want it, I'll send it to you. Hi, Rhonda. But Ginger, if you want that, I'll send it to you. I mean, because I'll probably never use it. I don't, so if you want it, I'll mail it to you. That's not big enough there. Come on up the leg. There, I can get one out of there. Rhonda, the link's pinned at the top. You want to come up? Hi, June. Is Janet here? I don't see Janet. I missed Janet somewhere. Hi, Janet, if you're in here. I didn't see you. I'm not a very good host. I'm playing Rita today. I'm working. Oh, somebody's in the basement. Rhonda. Oh, man, look at that hairdo. Let me get her up here real quick. Where's the mouse? Hi, Rhonda.
There it is. Okay. Hair. Wild hair don't care.
Mine is too today. I don't care.
Time to fix it. Fix it up. We don't look like a wild woman. What you do? That thing you have? I've never seen one of those. That
These?
cutter. I buy most every new gadget there is. Yeah.
Cindy sent them. Cindy sent them to me. I got all different sizes of these. I got 2 of these, a smaller one. They're spring loaded. It holds down your fabric to cut longer strips.
Wow. They have the handle. They have the. They have a connection. They have like that metal thing sticking up on there. I've never seen that.
And then see I got all different sizes. I'm using the 5.5. Here's a 4.5. And they got the non-stick stuff on the bottom. Your fabric don't move.
Wow.
But it got a nice handle where you can hang on to it.
Nice. Keeps your fingers up off of, out of the way.
Yep.
That's a good thought.
A lot safer for me.
Nice. I just been working on my thing. I have a couple of projects.
That one on the wall's looking pretty.
Yes. Thank you. I'm fixing to put
Trim lock rulers. Okay, I didn't know its name.
What?
It doesn't say that on here, Millie. They are from Soviet Quilts is where the stuff's from. So if anybody wants to order from them. I looked it up. This ruler right here is
Hemlock
$69.
rulers.
Just this ruler.
Wow. I'm going to be putting this edge all the way around them. These 3 all the way around it. And then I'll build out from there also. So Be It Quilts. Wow.
Yep. That'll look nice.
Right. I'm going to put these all the way.
Oh, you're doing them the same. You're not going to intertwine them, though, this time.
This far, yes. I'm
Okay.
going to make it this big by doing this. And right now I'm sewing all of these together. And then maybe I'll make another hodgepodge out of, to make it a nice size quilt. Are you working on it?
If you cut bigger squares, it goes faster.
Yeah, I know. Too late for that. I already have a million of these. Yeah. Yeah. So Be It Quilts, huh? Well, right now I'm not buying anything. I'm fixing to move and I'm cutting back on fabric and everything. I wanted to go up to Rita's though, but I've got to run up to Clarksville, Tennessee to meet some family, and I don't want to miss that opportunity. So I'm going to do it, but I'll be back.
When you doing that?
The 9th. Is that Wednesday or? Yeah, that's Wednesday. So
Wednesday.
Tomorrow I may. It only takes 5 hours and something to get there. I'd like to make a day.
When you get to Clarksville, you can head north up 24, catch 70, come by and see me.
Go across the whole thing. Wow. To start chopping vegetables for a recipe I'm making for supper, but I'm still here and listening. Okay, Kim. Chop vegetable. Well, give me some veggies. So what are you working on, Randy? What you cutting there?
I'm cutting. Ginger sent me all that jean material, so I'm cutting 5.5-inch blocks right now out of the jean material. And I watched a video. This lady, she takes like this jean and then blue jeans or whatever, 2 different fabrics. You put them on top of each other. You make a line down the middle. And you sew a 1/4 inch on one side and a 1/4 inch on the other side. Then you cut down the middle, and when you open it up, you have a perfect triangle already of 2 different fabrics. Instead of me cutting the triangles, sewing them together, it looks like an easier way. So I'm going to try to do that. But I got this panel from the farm scene. And I thought it looked really nice with the jean material around it. So I'm going to put blocks of jean material around it.
Nice.
And then I'm going to incorporate it because some of the jeans that Ginger sent me have pockets in it, and they got Velcro. I'm actually going to have one of the blocks is going to be a pocket. So it's going to have a pocket inside the quilt.
Well, how neat is that? Isn't Independent? I've heard of Independence. Is it
right outside of Kansas City?
I knew it was around there. I think I saw signs as I drive that way.
You can drive past there. She's supposed to be chopping vegetables anyway.
But she's listening. Cool. Let me turn some light on the subject here. Not that I need to be seen.
I want one of them cutters that Rita's got, but you can't do it on these jeans where you just cut several different layers at a time.
What kind is that?
She's got a machine that cuts like multi-layers of fabric.
Like die cuts. Yeah,
like die cutting it. That'd be so handy. That makes faster.
Now that's handy and faster, but the reason I do sewing is to do things like this.
Yeah.
It's therapeutic. I need to cut 1 million of these and then sew them all together. And right now, when my world seems to be not put together, having control over something makes me feel, I don't know.
Yeah, Jennifer, when I first started doing my denim quilt, the first one I did, I was going to put, I didn't have no really pockets like that, but when Jennifer sent me these jeans here had them Velcro pockets on it, so I thought it'd be neat. But even a regular pocket on a You know, you could, like if it was a kid's quilt, they could put little toys in it, you know, in the pockets or something.
Yes, have treasures. If you had it in your bed, you could also stow your gun in there. If anyone breaks in, pow, you got it.
Yep. Yeah, this one would be handy. It's a big pocket. You could get a pretty good size one in there. I mean, look, that's a deep pocket.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's Velcro, so it'd be safe in there.
Cool. Well, I've been in down South Arkansas. My family sang and all this weekend. It was a wonderful time.
Are you going by yourself, or is your daughter or anybody going to go with you?
No, I'm going to Clarksville, Tennessee by myself.
Oh, okay.
But I went down to Magnolia and just got back yesterday, so I was like resting, like, what fun.
Yeah, I seen it, Jennifer. I seen your hand. It was like this. This is Jennifer. Let me see if I can give him a hand over here. Just barely coming in. She wouldn't show herself. But that was a pretty quilt you made, Jennifer.
I'm prepping for eternity.
Yeah. Yeah, she showed her denim quilt Thursday on their live.
I saw someone's, and they did the thing where you turn the edges all up and then fluff them, like stick them in the dryer, and it was all fluffy, you know. Let's see.
You put a zipper pocket on my alphabet quilt. That'd be different. Have a zipper pocket too. I ain't got anything like that.
Yeah.
But I figured I'd show you guys I actually do something during the day instead of sitting on the couch.
You are. You're
I have all of our first quilt we all were involved in. I have all the rows together. I got to put the rows together next. I trimmed them all up yesterday. I need 5 more blocks for that quilt. And Sandra's, I got a notification. Sandra's is going to be here. I haven't got Jones. I haven't got Kathy White's. So if everybody shows up, I should have enough blocks for that.
and you don't have mine.
Yep, I don't have yours.
I said, okay, I don't have any excuse. I have no excuse. I have been working on my taxes, but I have no excuse.
Hi, Lori. Oh, Lori sent me one too, so I got one coming from Lori. Lori, sorry I missed you. I got up earlier this morning to help Shannon. Shannon need to take some pictures of the undersides of goats. I'll leave it at that for people.
Okay.
And I got up, got dressed, was going to go help her. She was done by the time I got outside. And so I missed you this morning, Lori. Lori, you can come up too if you want. I mean,
no, that's not it. I'm trying to get the correct spelling. Oh, I know what I can do. Go over here and click on it because it works. Go to channel. Sorry. I was going to show you.
it is a worry, Lori. I didn't get to aggravate you this morning. So come on up now so I can aggravate you. Oh, I like that.
Yeah, that's when I was going to send you, but it's not quite. It's not quite 12 and a half.
Oh,
It's like I need to put a little border around it.
that's what some of them did. Put just a small border around it.
This one you can see through, but it is 12 and a half by 12 and a half. It's flowery. That's 2 I have, but I got to make this one bigger. If I can find a matching color and put a border around it. And then I'm just going to fold them up and put them in an envelope like I saw people do. You open
Yeah.
the mail.
Yeah, you don't have to send in them great big envelopes. Just put it in a regular envelope, fold them up, and I iron them. Turn that one around. Turn the red one around. I didn't see the red one.
You didn't see this one?
No, I like that one too.
That's it. That's the only one. It's just two of them. And see how close it is? It's
There's
so...
Janet. Somebody said hi to Janet earlier, and you weren't here, Janet.
Hi, Janet.
Janet says she's a pink girl.
See how much it is?
Hank would like pink.
It's not much, not big. So if I put a border, it'd be too big. I can put a little border, and then you can trim it up.
I got a knife.
Yeah, oh, and you know how to use it, huh? But I saw that if I took one, I saw you open the mail, and I thought, I don't have to make it complicated, which is what I do. I could just fold it up.
Yeah, just fold it up. Most of them are just folding them up and put it like here. Here's the envelope I got.
Envelope.
From Pamela. It's just a regular size envelope. A little bit longer. Fold it up, put it in there, and I'll iron them.
Let me see if I can do that. I don't want it to get messed up in the mail. Wonder if that'd fit in there. Post office is going like, what are they doing?
Only thing is, we were talking on somebody's because I'm missing a few envelopes. And if you notice, this one ain't, but some of the envelopes were tore up a little bit. And I'm wondering if it goes through the machines very good.
So
because
maybe
I'm missing 3 different people's envelopes. I don't know how they mailed them, though.
So maybe put a piece of paper over
put
it.
paper around them, yeah.
Let's see if
You can put a couple checks on each side.
Yeah. Almost fits.
And I got a pin here, so you can leave them blank.
It makes it fat and bulky. Thank you, Janet. You're crazy, girl. My face, no makeup. Well, I've washed it and put oil. You know how that is. Yeah, I don't know. I'll see. But right now, I got to think about going to finding my way. Brown envelope. Yes, I think one of those would be better. Be folded less. And it's a little thicker. Those little brown.
Yeah, they're a little thicker. The brown envelopes are a little better, but they cost more.
Yeah, well, you're worth it. Yep, I gotta make this bigger somehow. Maybe a white. Maybe just white. That would work. Yeah.
Have you got any fabric left there, or do you take it all to Texas?
Oh no, I do. I got it. I got a lot here.
Oh, you still got a lot.
I do, and I did take some to Texas. I wouldn't want to make it ugly though. I mean, I want to make it with matching, I had some other blocks. I was looking for them because I would love to give them to you. I bet you could use them and you could make something, but I can't find them. Maybe I gave them away. But
You could cut that deal on the wall. You could cut a 12.5-inch, 12-inch square out of that deal on the wall and send that to me.
Did you say no baggie? Or no?
No biggie.
Oh, no biggie. Okay, I thought you said put them in a baggie. I was thinking like too, Rhonda. Yes, Jennifer. Yeah, I'm thinking too. I mean, I just thought about this. I don't need much though. I need like what, 1/4 inch around? That's probably too big. Girl gotta make it pretty. Girls gotta make it pretty. Yeah. But I have these laying around and I thought Randy could use these. Put them in a quilt. But I am working on these. Like I said, I don't have these ironed yet, but I'm going to put these all the way around because I saw one, and we talked about on someone's channel how a white border and then another color.
Are the ones in the main part of it all got patterns in it?
Yes, that's
Would it be better than the first strip you got? Would it be better to put a solid there first?
no.
Frame
I'm
it?
happy. I want it busy.
Hi, Andy Rabbit.
I see what you're saying. I'm picturing that, and I don't think I'd like it. I don't think I'd like a solid strip around it and then go on. If I'm ending it and framing it, I see that. Hello, Andy.
But are you the middle part? Is that as much as you're going to do, or are you going to do more of that pattern?
I was going to put more of these on the outer edge to make it a bigger, larger quilt.
Okay.
But this is a perfect square. I better watch it because that won't be a blanket. That'll be odd. I need to make it long. Oh, I know what I can do is put extra on the ends. Yeah.
Emily's here. Hi, Emily.
Hi. I'll show you
Hello,
the
Emily.
eagle panels. I finished one. My son has it at his house. He's going to bring it by. Let's see. So this is my panels.
Oh, that's pretty.
Yeah,
And this is the Majestic Mountains. These were some I had left over from another quilt.
Wait, I'm gonna make you big so I can see.
Okay.
Oh, I like those.
So you make little triangles in.
It's been so long. It's been about 3 years since I made these, so I can't remember how I did them. But Kay England has a YouTube channel, and I just followed her directions on it.
Okay.
But and I just, oops. Let's see what happened.
Oh, that's cute. Is that a Sunbonnet Sue?
It is, but I don't know what happened to my picture. How did that happen?
You hit the camera or something, maybe. I don't know.
There we go. I must have hit something. So, but I think I did like a solid border, and then I did these around it. So,
Oh,
like that. So,
yes, I can see that.
He got married and moved away, but he's coming by tonight. He's going to bring it. I'll be able to show the quilt to you on another live stream. But
Okay.
so I'm making these two for my other two sons.
I like that eagle. I was in the Air Force, so I like eagles, and I have one on my arm.
And then here's another one. So.
I like eagles. Oh, nice. I have a quest to see a real eagle.
All right, Cheryl. It looks like a triangle to me.
And I think we cut out strips.
Yeah, she's saying here, watch the tutorial. You don't make triangles.
This, I think I sewed together strips. I'll have to watch the tutorial. But I think this little one here is the other end of this one. I can't remember. I'll have to go back and remind myself.
I watch a lot of videos learning different techniques. I watched, I don't know if anybody's seen this. Let me see if I can find it real quick here.
I like that, especially if you have all those going out around it, you know.
And then I made trees also. I like building quilts from the inside out, but I did trees around that border, I think. I just used graduating sizes and triangles, and then
I want one of these things. It's a binder deal you hook to your sewing machine. I've never seen that. I finally seen that.
Yeah, makes it for you.
A big old strip.
Oh, wow.
On a big reel, and all you do is feed it in the machine and put your binding on.
Huh.
Yeah.
That thing is so neat.
What channel is that on?
So Not Fancy.
I haven't heard of that one.
There's a name there at the bottom.
Okay.
Her mom is doing that there. Man, it makes it look like putting binding on so easy. And then
I like the borders on your
quilt. It comes in a big row.
Mm-hmm.
So Not Fancy. There it is. Yeah, I'm going to watch that. I like that. Okay, go back here. You like the border?
I like your borders.
Well, someone said in there to turn it around and see what that to
Mhm.
put the dark. I had the dark on the
Put the-
outside.
Hmm.
I like the dark on the outside, but
Mhm.
I
They
still
said-
think it needs a solid. to
Everybody's
break it
different.
up.
I think I don't know. I probably would put. You might could even do a solid to kind of break
That's what I said.
it up.
See,
Mhm.
great minds think a lot. Like
That's probably what I would do. But
I don't know. I'm trying to picture.
grab you a solid and just check.
yeah, you could just audition it, put it up there.
That's why you have a board for.
I had to put a solid between these stars right here.
Yeah, see there how she's
I don't really like
highlighting the
that.
stars.
I was trying to make the stars pop, but the
weird.
fabric, I think that fabric's kind of busy. I don't know. It's just going to be a baby quilt.
See there, even Andy Rabbit says a thin, solid strip.
Let me see. I actually have some somewhere. Actually.
It's not your quilt. We're working on it, so do it our way.
I have 2 of the prairie flower quilts like Rita had done.
Oh, you do? Oh, yeah.
I just need to quilt them.
I like those. Let me see. I know I've got some strips. I got some.
It's huge, so I'm not going to unfold the whole thing.
Yeah. I got to figure out how to do that little block at the corners, stones.
Snowballing. Mhm.
Yeah, I got to figure out. I haven't watched nothing on doing
Yeah.
that yet.
Here's one she had put together as a kit that I bought from her. It's more summery.
Oh, nice. Hold on. We're just earning it, kind of.
I'm
Yeah,
doing all right,
snowballing's
Andy.
not too hard. You just on this one the points don't match up. They're not supposed to, I guess. It's supposed to
okay.
leave a little.
Yeah. Does that make it look like there's a border right there?
If you make the triangles a little bit bigger, or the squares that you put on the corners, the points will meet and match up. But this one it wasn't supposed to, I guess.
Get a magic marker and make them bigger.
Yeah.
I don't know. The
I like
solid,
the white. I like the solid there.
it's like it breaks the theme of the quilt, though.
Mm.
I see what you're saying. It kind of brings out these white.
It brings out all the little detail.
You could do more of a creamy color with a really tiny print, or like a
And I
cream
have
on
some.
cream,
I have some of those. I've bought a
because
lot of
that'll
those.
make it more vintagey or something. Because those
Because the
Those
other two
colors look
strips
more
are too
vintage, I
busy.
think.
They're too busy. The other two strips are.
I
It
like
takes
them.
your stand back and it takes your because we're looking at it big here. I'm gonna make you big so people can see what I'm talking about. See, when you stand back, it takes your eyes away from the main focus of the quilt. And then you're going to add more around the outside, so it's going to be like a great big deal. But it is your quilt. You can do it the way you want, and we'll disagree later.
I see what you're saying. In other words, if I made it this way and I offered to give it to you, you wouldn't take it because you want a white strip around it.
Yes,
I
would,
think the
because
creamy would be better though, not solid white.
I got
too.
one of these. I could fix it.
Absolutely. Uh-oh. We gave him the powerful tools.
I got 3 of them now. You didn't see it, Rhonda. My sister brought me some stuff out this weekend. I know it's not much of a deal, but it is to me because I really don't have anything in my mom's. I got my dad's shaving kit, but my sister brought my mom's seam ripper out this weekend to me.
That's a treasure. Wow.
So, I mean, it ain't much, but at least I have something in my sewing room of my mom's now.
Yeah.
It is much. See, we love things like that. Quilters, it's just sentimental.
Right.
Which
And
is
she
why
brought me some needles that my mom had and she brought me a bunch of yarn, but she
Nice.
brought me some different needles in. And this one here, we're having problems worth wondering if this one ain't for leather. See how it's shaped?
Yes.
Or upholstery, maybe.
Because my mom did upholstery too for
It
years,
looks like an upholstery needle.
but she
Yes.
brought that out to me too.
And you use
Hmm.
pliers. You pull it under and pull it out sometimes. That's so neat, Randy. You got
That
your
is special to have your mom's sewing things.
what to make but never have yet is a coloring quilt. A black and white, big white patterns. Oh, I've not heard of that. Isn't that? Oh, that would be interesting to make one of those for my new little grandbaby. You made a large block, so I made another quilt this year using 4-inch. Yeah. So Randy, you cut yours down. You're say you're cutting 5-inch, but your other one that you made was 6.5-inch, right?
Yeah, these are 5.5 inch here. And then I'm going to take the blue jean material, the blue. I'll make a same size. What I watch, you take and have the 2 on here, and then you draw a line diagonal here across, and you sew a 1/4 inch on one side and a 1/4 inch on the other side. Then you cut down the middle, and when you take them apart, you already got a triangle.
Yeah,
It's
you'll end up
easier
with
than
2
cutting triangles and sewing triangles together. Look like to me.
And then the triangles are usually smaller than the original squares. They're is it like a 1/2 inch or something.
That's why what I watched, she said make them a little bit bigger. That's why I went
Mhm.
5.5. So then when I cut them down, they should be 5-inch.
Right.
I watch a lot of people doing this, trying to get different ideals and my ideals. I mean, I'm not great at any of it yet, so I'm trying to take suggestions from everybody, watching different ways that's easier for me.
I've learned a lot on YouTube.
There's a lot of information out there if you want to take the time and look it up.
I don't know how many quilting channels I'm subscribed to, but there's probably there's hundreds. So
yes, I'm prescribed to a lot too, but it's funny how you kind of find your what's that word? Your tribe.
Your tribe.
Only thing is, Wanda got me the other day. I don't know. Wanda's not in here right now, but I'll talk about her. She told me to calm down when I was having problems with binding. I'm getting too much input in. I got to slow down and kind of just do one thing, because I got several of you trying to tell me how to do it and
just try it yourself.
But I'm getting confused too easy. So she told me to slow down.
That's probably a good idea. Too much information.
Because we argued the other day when Sandra was in here, when I was doing the binding, some people iron the binding, some don't. And Wanda seen the replay, and she called me, says, you need to not listen to everybody. You're going to have to see which one you want to do. It's easier for you.
Right.
And that's what I'm trying to do. I watch different ones and trying different ways to do things.
That's good. That's what you do.
And you learn by trying. The more you do it, the more you figure out how you want to do it. So
that's what I was fixing to say. If you had some fabric to spare, get an old sheet or something that has holes in it, make you some strips and practice one way.
Some of the ladies and Wanda said to make, I'm going to use some of these that my aunt sent me, make pot holders. Then I can do on a small scale binding and learn it easier.
That's a good idea.
Pinwheel's my favorite, Andy. Pinwheel's my favorite. I saw it.
There was a quilt today on Marketplace, Pinwheel, for $60. It had like 4 or 5 different pinwheels on it for $60. It was beautiful today. Shannon seen this morning.
Was it hand quilt? What size was it?
I don't know.
Those are my first block that I sewed with, and I just thought it was so cool. And so I always say that's my favorite block.
I don't know if I can find it or not.
I have a little 7-year-old I'm teaching how to sew. She made this and this right here. So.
Oh, good. I did a summer class with students at a Christian school, daycare, summertime program, and they all made, I guess I encouraged them to make pinwheels.
Right.
But they all made.
That's how she made the half square triangles like Randy was talking about, with the seam down the middle and then draw the line and then sew them.
Here it is, Rhonda.
Yeah.
Oh, that's like
Those
Dresden
are
plate.
pinwheels.
That's not. Yeah, that's Dresden plate, isn't it?
That show him that one, that low one behind you, Emily.
Yeah,
That's a
this is a
pinwheel.
pinwheel.
It's just that plain and
Oh,
simple.
oh, so one of the girls sent me that. I got one of those in our quilt that we're doing.
4 half square triangles. That's
Those up there are called pinwheel flowers.
those are cute. Aren't those whimsical?
So
I think there's a
so
channel
like Pam's
called
almost.
My Sewing Room that oh, that's pretty. I like those colors.
Yes. Yep, that's a pinwheel.
Pinwheels are fun to make, I think. This one's got more
I see
triangles and
that's like square and then
Hi,
a
Joseph.
little
yeah.
square. Yeah. Wow, I like that. That's cute. Where are we getting fabric nowadays? Well, I'm not getting.
Go ahead, Rhonda. Some of us are getting it from Rita's shop.
Yes, I
Rita's
did.
not in here, and I don't know how to drop the link for Rita's shop.
I have bought some from Rita, but people have given me so much. I go to Goodwill. I buy large men's shirts. I can buy extra 3-4X shirts for like $1.75 on their sale day. I debone those shirts. Bonnie Hunter has a good deboning. That's fabric. Cheap, good, colorful pattern fabric. And you can get solids too. Solid white.
Emily,
solid
Jennifer wants to know what that was called.
It's called a pinwheel flower. And I
Pinwheel-
think there's let's see, My Sewing Room, I believe, is the channel I learned how to do this from. It's called My Sewing Room.
If somebody said
pinwheel
something.
flower.
Yeah, My Sewing Room. Cheryl said that by Beth Shibley.
Yes, Beth Shipley. That's who it is. She also has a blog you can link to that gives you the patterns.
Hi, Joan.
Nice. I'm going to look that up. I like that. I like all those up there. Look so whimsical.
I'd like to do a whole quilt like that, but it's going to take a while.
Yes.
That's going to be an ongoing project. So.
Yeah. You save the shirts too. You can do that.
Well,
Go to Goodwill or somewhere and get shirts. Make sure cut
that
off the
fabric
space.
is from this. I got that from Miss Rita. That fabric came from a layer cake. It came from this fabric here.
Pretty colors.
Mm-hmm. But
Yeah,
if I don't buy from Rita, I buy from Hobby Lobby. Do you have a Hobby Lobby?
I do too.
They always have 40% set off sales.
Yeah, they've done it different now. You got to figure out how they do it differently now.
Mm-hmm.
But that's a good, cheap way to get fabric. Find your good cotton shirts, large at Goodwill or somewhere.
I haven't actually done that, but
yeah, Bonnie Hunter has a tutorial on that, deboning the shirts. It's pretty cool, and I have a lot of that.
There's another lady I've watched recently. She's a newer YouTuber, From Small Things. She has videos showing how she uses old shirts too. She buys I say old. She buys them from a thrift store somewhere.
Yeah, consignment stores are a little expensive. I mean, I've just got them from Goodwill on a sale day. They have sale day with colors.
Right.
$1.75 for a lot of fabric.
Yeah.
You pay way more than that for a yard of fabric.
Mm-hmm.
But Rita, if you want to pick different colors, we go there. Hers are $10 a yard, most of them.
Mm-hmm.
Andy, I dropped Rita's channel name. I don't know how to get to her store, but I don't know if she's got it linked in her deal. There's Rita's channel. You go on there, and also Quilted Chicken. Let me look that one up too. I'll drop that. You get fabric for $10 a yard. What is it? $5 for shipping, I think. And she has several different ones. Gets new stuff in all the time. She does have an online store.
Okay, Andy. I mean, seriously, sometimes at Walmart, when I go there, I do look. You can get some good stuff every now and then at Walmart. I know.
Yeah, I've used fabric from Walmart, especially like the animal prints, the forest.
Yes.
But
still, it's a good price. I saw some the other day were $5 something a yard. I thought that's a good price, and I feel of it. If it feels stiff. No, you know,
In a
you can,
pinch for, you always need more white or off-white for background fabric. I'm always running out of that. But they have 2-yard cuts already. And I think
yes,
it comes out to about $3 or $4 a yard. So,
that's a good price
Mhm.
if you look around. And I have not been to a Joann's. I don't know if anyone has lately, but
I
no,
haven't been either.
I haven't even done
I'll
that.
have
But
to show you all. When I was in high school, I wanted to learn how to quilt. So a lady from our church took me to her house, and I saw this butterfly quilt on her bed.
Andy, look at that last one. That's her quilt shop. She's actually showing fabric. Click on the last one I did. That's actually her video open up stuff at the shop.
Oh, did she just put out a new one? I'll have to watch
Well,
that.
it was the last one she did.
Okay.
yes, yes, Andy. And the thing about Emily, we're going to get back to you, but the thing about Rita also is she color coordinates the fabric.
She does. Mhm.
You know, sometimes makes that easy.
She has a deal too where she'll pick out fabric for you. I think it's either 4 or 5 quarter yard fat quarters. So I can't remember how much it is, but I've had orders where she doesn't have what I need, and I tell her just pick out something, and it's always something I can use or like. So, but
Yeah.
these butterflies, I did these when I was in high school, and I want to finish the quilt this year. I'm hoping.
How did you
I'm
do the
50,
antennas?
I'll be 56, so it's been a few years since I started this. That's embroider.
Oh, it's
I use
embroidered?
embroidery
Okay.
floss.
You embroidered
But
it?
I made a mistake of wanting to make a very difficult quilt as my first quilt, so that's why it's not finished. So, but she had
That's so
the
cute.
pattern was cut out of this was a washing machine or washing detergent thing, and
Like a
bought.
soap box.
And
How'd
then
you
the butterfly was a pantyhose cut out of the pantyhose
Uh-huh.
cardboard.
Yeah.
So
Sometimes I save
Yes.
different cards like that because I think I can make a template, and then how
I
did you
saved
do?
it because that's what I started making my butterflies with. So I've got
Did
all
you
kinds of them. I cut these out in high school. So I've got this on my desk, I'm going to try to do a butterfly a week or something and finish it and then try. But the sheet was kind of, I had to trim them all to the same size. It was where I had it in different boxes, moving it around. It got wonky.
But the
So-
antennas, did you hand sew those little?
Yes, I used embroidery floss for that.
You
There's
just did
to add
it-
to that there, I seen
the
a
little-
video that would go with that to make flowers.
Oh,
They
really?
take our bobbins.
Uh-huh.
You put a bobbin, like you're using patterns, you put the bobbin down. I watched it yesterday, and you take yarn and go down, sew it around and around different things, and then you cut the top off, and it makes a really pretty flower
Huh.
using your
I saw
bobbin.
that. I saw that, Randy.
You seen that? That was cool. I watched that. That was cool doing that.
I'd like to see that video. If you can figure out
Yeah.
where it came
One of
from.
those little shorts or something,
Yeah,
wasn't
it's
it?
a little short. It's on the short side, but they're
Okay.
making flowers and different things, doing embroidery, and they took the bobbin. I go, what are they doing that bobbin? And I'm watching. They're taking yellow thread yarn, like going round and around. Can't tell you which way it went. And then they cut the top off, and it flowered out like a flower.
Huh.
And you could have a flower on your
Yeah.
butterflies to be on.
Uh-huh. Yeah, because I have plenty to finish.
Yeah.
And all of this fabric
Mary
is going to
Wilson.
be vintage because it was some of her old fabric, and she was an elderly lady then. So that would have been in the 1980s. So
Nice.
I'm sure some of the fabric is older
Oh, how
than the 80s.
I like the 30s replica busy
Mhm.
fabric. That's like that. Ginger.
That's what that is. The 30s playtime. That's what that one's made out of. The bow tie quilt.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I like the 1930s fabric. I do.
Me too. I like the busyness. Some people don't like it quite so busy, but I do. But Ginger, on their sale day though, do they have the sales like every Tuesday or something? They'll pick a color. Everything in red is $1.75 or something. Do they have that there? But $5 still for a 3X large shirt. I don't know. Yeah, everything's gone up, huh?
I can't see the chat. I wonder if
I had to there's a private chat, and then it says comments. She put the
Well,
wrong. There it is. Yeah, and then they put a different color on top and made
Yep.
it. Yeah.
Just
So-
Google what I did. It was in the YouTube there. I pushed in bobbin flower and it came up. But those turn out so pretty.
Okay, Cheryl, are the prairie points those triangles that people are doing, which I did on my husband's, the triangles that flop? You know what? I could probably put a dark red or a dark something when they get finished around this. Wouldn't that make?
Ginger's saying her Goodwill stuff is high.
I know she said $5, which is still a good price, but is that on one of those good sale days they have, like every
No,
Thursday? Or
Emily's back, I think. There she is.
sometimes they're $8.99.
Sorry, I was trying
Here,
to
Emily.
find the chat.
I don't know if
lost
you've seen it,
everything.
but here's the flower.
Oh, yeah.
Just push in Google for on the YouTube side, put in bobbin flower, and it pops right up.
I'll try to. Oh, that's neat.
Yeah, and they did it with the
That's
other
what I'm
other metal bobbin too that had the holes around it. Did the
Yeah, I
holes
got
in-
it here too. It's
It's
this one
pretty.
here.
Oh,
Here's
so it
one
had
of the
more.
holes like I just showed.
Okay, Cheryl.
Oh, neat.
And then they put a different color. Yeah, aren't people inventive? They're so creative.
I know. That's pretty. It's gonna be neat.
Someone just came in and said hi, Dogglebin. Hey, Dogglebin.
Hi, Dogglebin.
Hi, Dogglebin.
I was
But-
telling her, Emily.
It
Yeah.
makes it make it look easy to do it.
Right.
This is called
I must
I
be a
can't
visual
see
learner.
it.
I like learning things from YouTube. I can learn
Me
easier.
too. I do too. But she was Cheryl was saying the prairie points, those triangles that you put underneath and then they flop, you can like play with them. That would be pretty. I think she was saying
Oh, yeah.
about yours. Let's see. I think she was saying something else that would finish it off cute would be prairie points all around the outside instead of the binding. I don't know if she's talking to me or to you,
Let me
but
see if I
I
can
was
find.
so creative. Everybody's just so creative.
Yeah,
Hey, Mary.
they said. Let's see, stashing in cornerstones with the butterflies. Is that what they said?
Yeah, I don't know if that's the
I
one
still
she was
can't
talking
see the
about.
chat. I have to go to this
Yeah, I was saying before you cut off
prairie
up at
points.
the top, I had to find where it said comments and click on it because I couldn't see mine. They were under private chat. There
Okay.
wasn't any. But I saw comments. I clicked it, and there they all showed up. So I don't know.
Okay, I see. I found it. I've got it now.
Okay,
Mhm.
good restore. Yeah, I like plastic cutting sheets from Dollar Tree. Plastic cutting sheets.
The prairie points would be neat around this one.
Yeah.
I might could use the 30s reproduction fabric because all of this is just little scraps. These are little, I don't have any of this fabric anymore. So, but the 30s playtime would be.
Are you
Okay.
sewing the butterflies just on top of another fabric? Is that what you're doing?
Yes, it's just raw edge.
Raw edged? Okay.
Okay.
Do you have any?
These I didn't put any. No, I just do this by hand. So
Thrift store, a little high. Yeah, I
Yeah,
believe
Jennifer, I thought it was a neat little video. I got all these bobbins here. You know, something just to add to a quilt somewhere. It doesn't look that hard to do.
that's neat, Cheryl.
wonder
Let's
I
see.
could even make those and put them in the cornerstones maybe
Yeah.
of the quilt. That might be pretty.
I think long ago when my husband was still alive, I watched a thing on it. It was either Nancy Neiman, is it Nancy Neiman?
Zimmerman.
Zimmerman? Or I watched her and several others. And I think one Saturday morning when all those shows were on PBS or something, I saw that and I just made some real quick in my husband's quilt I was making. I went,
Oh.
I love it. Then I forget about it. You know how that is. Plastic cutting board. They are flimsy. They can.
Oh, she's saying use them for stencils.
Oh, okay. I see. Yeah, be a little bit stronger, even. other than paper if you spilled your coffee. I try not to have drinks around my sewing area. I've got a fear. I'll put it on this cart where my book is, but I'm afraid around my sewing area. But I just love all the things. I like the pictures. Everybody's got quilt stuff behind them.
I like to see what everybody's doing too. It gives you some inspiration.
Yep. Oh, there's Randy's board.
Oh.
Look at that. Don't you like seeing them up there, Randy?
Yep.
See
I'm
that?
gonna redo my sewing room soon. Tax season's over. I'm getting our executive desk, and it's gonna be over here by the windows. And that's gonna, when I have the camera on, that's gonna be in my background. Instead of side, you see behind me. Like right now, you're seeing this wall, but I'm gonna be facing the other way when I get my desk in here.
And you'll have
Instead of
light.
seeing that, you'll be able to see what's going on behind me then.
Nice.
That'd be
Was
nice.
that a maple leaf in the corner of yours, Randy? I want to make maple leaf down in the bottom left corner. Is that a maple leaf?
I don't think so.
It looks like a maple leaf. Right there, the orange and or bear paw maybe.
I don't see a maple leaf on there.
No, it has a stem. Yeah, the bottom one on the left row looks like a maple leaf. I see a little stem
That
going up.
is a maple leaf, I think. Looks like it.
Kind of looks like it, doesn't
The
it?
orange. It looks orange on my computer.
Yes,
Mhm.
that one. Yeah, that's a maple leaf, isn't it? It's got the stem.
Oh, maybe I had it wrong then.
No, you had it right. I mean, that looked fine in the
Stem's
quilt.
right down here. I see it now. Stem. I didn't see the stem.
Oh, but it looked fine the way you had it in that quilt. It looked fine, but I want to make one out of those maple leaves.
I have a maple leaf somewhere. I'm trying to find it.
No, Doggle Ben, not in Texas yet. But I was down in South Magnolia this weekend. But we're in April. April, I'm going to be mostly here. Like I said earlier, I'm going to have to run to Clarksville, Tennessee this week on Wednesday to visit relatives, and then I'm coming back. And I have a lot to do this month. Texas is not in my plans. But after that, I'm going to be running the roads, Texas and back.
There's some more of the Majestic Mountains.
Majestic Mountains. I love those. They remind me of a maple leaf, but they're little. I like that. So I'm not in Texas right now, okay? Can't keep track. I know. Sorry. Thank you for caring to ask. Only a bottle of soda. Yeah, something with a lid on it. I like to keep.
Rhonda, you need to put Live 360 on your phone. That way, when people ask where you're at, I can tell them.
That's right. You can find me. I have something. I don't know what it's called, but on my children.
I'll send you the information later, and then we can keep you track when you're going down the road.
Where am I? Am I in Fargo? And I'll be up in Priest's Lake, Idaho. There's just a lot of places I've got on my schedule to go to.
Wow, you're traveling the country.
I do, and I like it, and I probably need to settle down. I figured I'd settle down a little bit when I get to Texas, but when I think of settling down, I kind of get sad, but
It'd get boring for you because you like doing it.
probably, yeah.
Some people, I've never been a traveler. I like to stay home.
Yes. When I get home, I think, oh, just stay here. It does get to be in a habit, just safe, stay here. But then, like that eagle, I've got to go to try to find where that eagle is. It is not far from here. If I don't do it, I'll be mad at myself. I'm just glad to be, yes, Doggle Ben, absolutely, and feeling much better at home. That's good. I may homeschool my granddaughter next school. Teaching her to quilt would be, yes, that could be her. I thought my daughter might want me to homeschool because I homeschooled my kids, but I'm moving to Texas. So I don't know. I teach her a lot now when I'm with her, like colors and stuff. I used to travel a lot.
Andy, you just wonder to homeschool so you have somebody help you do chores. That's all you're doing. I know what you're doing.
Yeah.
Take care of the rabbits.
Yeah.
I homeschooled mine. We have 9, and I'm down to the youngest one will graduate next year. So
Wow. Way to go.
I told them they need to have a graduation party for me. I'm just kidding.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Or a retirement party.
Retirement. There you go.
Yes, the school system.
All right, Kim. We'll see you later.
I did put mine in a Christian school,
Mm-hmm.
some, and I taught there also because I am a teacher. But and then my second daughter went on to a public school, which I have to say it helped her tremendously as far as getting in band
Mm-hmm.
and owning up. Because I gave all of them, they all had piano lessons. They all had to have that. That wasn't an option just to learn. Then they could go out in whatever instrument. Or she got a clarinet and it got her into college. It got her a scholarship.
Oh, wow. Mm-hmm.
That was a plus.
I could understand Rhonda getting away from you and they can expand their horizon. I mean, because you're kind of dull.
My kids play instruments together. They play bluegrass. And
Nice.
2020 was the last year we had all 9 of them at home before they started getting married and going to college and things like that. So that was a really good year for us. They actually made a CD, but they would gather in the corner of a little bedroom and practice all the time. We have a pretty big living room. I asked them why they didn't want to practice in there. They said the acoustics were better and they all crammed in a little corner to practice.
Oh,
But
how neat.
I think that was the best year for our family because we were all home and we played instruments together and stuff. So
good memories. You can homeschool so easy. People think it's hard. Read a
learn
lot.
as you go.
Read a lot. Yeah.
It's not for everybody. It's,
No,
but
it's not. Some people slack, and that hurts the children when you slack. Daughter that taught in the Clarksville, Tennessee area. Oh, until 5 years ago, she lived in Oak Grove. Hey, I think I saw a message from you somewhere talking about Clarksville, Tennessee, and Oak Grove. I saw something. Oh, maybe it's on Rita's. Yeah. It was on Rita's last night. And I went, hey, I'm going there Wednesday. I think it's about 5 hours.
there was a little town in Tennessee that got hurt by a tornado really bad. I can't remember what the name of it was.
Yes, when I punched this up on my Google, it had flood in red. Some roads may be impacted by floods. I thought, oh, great. What do I do?
Sorry, it's a dryer.
Read his chat. Yeah. That's cool, Doggle Ben. Just over the state. My dad lives in Austin, Texas. I like Austin, Texas. Hot. She moved to Elkhart, Indiana to be near her mama. Oh, cool. But yeah.
I used to Doggo Bin trucking company I worked for was Elkhart. It was out of Elkhart. K&B Transport. We worked out of Elkhart.
That's probably where I've heard the name. I need some water. I'm thirsty. I need to. I have 2 projects. My daughter's T-shirt quilt, which I don't have a lead. I got it cut out. I'm just, you know how you wait around, you put it aside and think you'll get a. I just can't figure out how to lay it out yet. But I got to get it done before I
sweatshirts over there under that table.
Uh-huh.
My husband's still around, but one of my daughters wants a pillow made out of his sweatshirt that he finally actually, I told him he needed to get rid of it because it was so he'd had it since before we were married. But
yeah.
I haven't got around to that little project yet. So.
Gonna go, Cheryl. Have Women's Fellowship Church meeting this afternoon. Good to chat. Bye, Cheryl.
Bye, Cheryl.
Cheryl, you don't have time. I'm catching you.
Yeah, that's right. He's on the
Better
go.
get to sewing.
Oh, women's fellowship. See, that's what I have down in Texas. Women's fellowship, teenagers, a lot of stuff. Not here. Oh, gotta be patient. Be patient. And get these projects. Number one, I already told y'all. Oh, here it is. This guy wants these sleeves cut. Cut 3/4. No, not 3/4. Shorter than 3/4.
Hmm.
And I got it pinned there. You can't see, but I got it pinned.
Uh-huh.
I personally don't like it. I don't like the way they look, but inside his house, when he's cold, he'll like read his Bible or something. The sleeves would get caught on everything. So he wants them
Is that
cut.
wool or flannel?
Andy's
Is that
asking
flannel?
what part of Texas, Rhonda.
It's near. Hey, do you know where Paris is? Paris, Texas. There's a Stitch in Heaven there. It is right by Paris, Texas.
Paris, Texas has actually got the home of, they make a lot of flatbed trailers. There's a great big factory there. I used to haul out of there. We had to count for a while. I can't think of the name right now of them.
Northeast Texas. This is a Temu jacket he bought. I said, don't buy stuff off of Temu. Anyway, he bought two, and I've already fixed one, and he's worn it, but he wants the other one done. So I'm going to do it and get it back to him. That's a project I got to get done. And then the t-shirt quilt before I move here. Then I can really pack up all my stuff. But this is therapeutic only. This is just therapy.
That's your project.
In my chaotic
It is
world,
therapy, I think, to go.
I have control. I don't know.
I know what you mean. It's something you can do that's, not gonna. You sweep the floors and dust and clean, and it gets messed up again, right?
Right. Yeah. So 2 projects I'm gonna get her done. I'll feel good about that. But I was taking a break and doing this. I gotta iron them now. Let me go ahead and do this and see what it looks like.
Hey, I didn't know it, but I like watching my birds. Sandra was saying the other day, I'm cutting all this fabric up. The little pieces, she puts out somewhere for the birds to make nest out of. Anybody ever done that?
Huh, I've never heard of that.
Well, I know like hair, and I don't know. Somebody said that before, and then someone goes, "Be careful." I don't know. Are they dangerous or what? Maybe if they're little strips, yarn.
Well, yeah, she was showing little strips. She was cut real fine strips when she's like the pinwheel she's doing or the spool quilt she's doing now. When she cuts it, trying the real little pieces, and she was saying she's going to put them out for her birds.
Yay! Well,
I have seen nests with other things in them, but
that'd be nice and warm.
About like that, yeah.
All right, June. Thanks for coming in.
I think you're right. I forget who suggested it on there, but I do like the darker.
I think now that you got it like that, I think I do like the darker.
Yeah.
It meshes it. It breaks it. The dark breaks it a little bit or something.
Yes, I think so also. I wanted to do it this way. That's the way I had it. And then she goes, "Why don't you try it?" And I did, and I think I like that way.
You have to just try it because you can imagine it, but until you actually see it, it's different. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's why I'll probably lay all those t-shirts down on the kitchen floor. You know how you do that?
Mm-hmm.
Just move them around and then see where I can fill them in. And I got to get it done.
I've never done a t-shirt quilt.
Time for me to go. Have a good day. Bye, June.
Bye, June.
Was a jean quilt. Yeah, what Randy's doing? Jean quilt. He made one.
It's in. I'll go get it here. I got Donna Armstrong friending me on Facebook. I'll go get my first quilt I made was a jean quilt. It's not the perfect one, but I did it.
Oh, Andy, that's cool. I hear they like that hair. It doesn't hurt anything. Usually when I'll do my hair and put goop on it, I'll do it outside and let all my hair go out there. When I think of Or I've never heard of that doggo band, Kaay. I've lived in Arkansas all my life until I went to college, and then let's see, Warrensworth, and then I moved back afterwards. And there it is, Andy.
And I hand tied it, Andy, with yarn. On each one of the squares, I hand tied it. I
Was
used
that
an old blanket, a felt blanket for the backing. It's really warm.
That's something to
Did
be
you-
proud of. That's not it.
Yeah.
For the first time.
Did you go through the back?
Yep.
You
Through
pulled
the
the
back
back.
and front, I tied it with yarn all the way through it.
Oh,
And here's another one I did, Andy. It's a baby quilt for my grandson, or great grandson. It's kind of the same, but it ain't the same.
Yep.
I changed it
I
up a little bit. I made not squares.
Oh, you made large half square triangles. Yeah. Out of
That's
jeans.
neat.
Yep, all out of jean material.
And you put the
They're
red
almost-
around.
Looks like
Yep,
a
and I
pattern.
used it. That's a sheet out of my big truck. So it's got part of me. It's got my jeans and my sheet off my big truck.
That's cool. He's just a sewing fool now. Look out.
He's got the bug.
Yeah, well, it's something cool. You know, what's it hurt? It doesn't hurt anybody to do it. It's creative. You know,
It
and
might
you can
hurt the
blend.
bank account a little bit. You don't use scraps.
Exactly.
It helps me a lot, guys. Believe it or not, because you guys know in December and January, I didn't want to do nothing. I couldn't do nothing. You know, I just wanted to end myself. And
Yeah.
it's given me something to do while I can't go outside.
Yeah, me too.
Until I got to the binding, then I wanted to quit. But
But
I
see,
got
when
it
you-
down a little bit. It's not perfect yet, but I
When
do
you
have it.
persevere and get through that, though, you come out more excited because you got it. So,
Yep.
Yeah.
yeah, that's good. It's got to be
Until
a
I-
little challenging.
Yeah,
I
until
don't-
I found a way that I liked. And then I think, all right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's one of the first quilts my daughter.
Because I've been so
made.
active, you know,
Yeah.
been going down the road and doing everything. Just sitting here at the house for months was driving me nuts.
Yeah. I can
I'm at
imagine.
home all the time anyway, but it's different when you've been out like that driving. I'm sure that's a whole different ball game to be at home all the time again. But that quilt, I just folded over the back over and made a binding.
That's what I usually always do. I find that the easiest.
I'll be right back. I'll show Andy my first one I did binding. She wasn't in here the other
And
day.
then I have bought. Sometimes I'll buy this. I guess this is quilt binding.
Yes, I buy that
And-
too. I bought it.
Yeah. Only
But
I press it like this, and then sew it on like that.
I
So-
like mine wider. Yeah, I like mine. You are not a quilting kind of guy. Randy, you are not a quilting kind of guy. What? He does quilt. You can't find it?
Nope.
I will incorporate
And I moved it.
into homeschooling. I can teach her genetics with them. Do you
It's
do
from the
y'all
wash it. Maybe she put it in the wash machine.
do y'all grow food rabbits for food? I know some that grew the larger rabbits for food. That's all it was rabbit meat, and that's all right. Not chickens, you know. But yes, yeah. That's hey, y'all are saving money. You know, it's good meat and put different seasoning. You know, I don't know. I'm all for it.
I've never eaten rabbit. My sons and my husband hunt. We've had deer.
Quitting. Okay.
They've
You're right, Joan.
we've
I
had
read it.
squirrel.
Squirrel is good.
Oh, he's not a quitting kind of guy. Yeah.
Not a quitting kind of guy. I read it wrong. Sorry, Joan. Yeah, not quilting. I mean meat rabbits and Rex for the colors. Rex for the color. Yeah.
Oh, there
So-
it is, right in front of me.
Juicy
Mixed in with my fabric. I got fabric on a shelf up there, and it's colorful.
Ooh,
Oh wow.
that's colorful.
My binding ain't straight, but that's the first one I did with binding.
But it tells the story of your quilting journey. See.
Yep. And I quilted this one with the machine too myself.
Nice.
That's what I
The
do. I
straight-
just quilt
the
straight
straight
lines
line.
on my.
That's what I
Sewing
did.
machine.
So some of my corners turned out 45s, and some of them didn't. That one ain't, but that one is.
Yeah, that's all right.
I
Been
can
there,
get
done
the corners sewn on right, but when you flip it over and then hand stitch the other side, I can never figure out exactly how to get the corners
Yeah.
very good. So
And he said he loved it. And Joan said you're not the quitting kind of person. Quitting kind of
No.
guy.
And if somebody, Shannon thinks it should be bigger, but it could be like a doll quilt or whatever. If somebody in here wants it, when I make something, guys, they're free, no charge, because all this fabric has been given to me. So I want to give back to the community. So if anybody can use these, just send me an email or a message on Messenger, and I'll mail it out to you.
Yeah,
They're not perfect, but it's something I did.
that's right. But a dear friend made it, and there's the difference. Yeah.
But if anybody wants any of the stuff I make, other than the ones we're doing together, those are for sale. Those two are going to sell and go to charity. But anything else I make, they're free. You know, people give to me, and I want to give back to the people too. So I have a
I think
box
quilters have
sitting
big
here.
hearts.
I supposed to got in the mail today, going to somebody. It's pretty special. She kind of give me some stuff, so she's getting a special box today.
Nice. That's what it's all about. You can't, well, I know your beliefs, but I always say you can't outgive God. He blesses
I'm going
you.
to have to get off here. I have a daughter coming back from Montana today, so
Yay!
she went out
See?
to be with my other daughter who's getting ready to have a baby, and they were moving. So anyway, this is the first time. She's 17, the one that's coming back today. She's flying by herself, so which I'm very nervous about, but
Yeah.
she'll be home soon.
Well, thanks for coming up,
So-
Emily. I'm going to
All right.
probably shut this down
Thanks.
too. I've been
See
on an
y'all.
hour and 40 minutes, so I bugged you long
Bye.
enough. So bye,
Bye.
Emily.
It's good to see all her projects, all your
Yeah,
projects.
she's doing some nice projects too. She got all them kids, and look at all she does.
I know.
She was homeschooling, making quilts, and she's
Yeah. Dogglebin. Bye, Dogglebin.
But guys, I'm gonna get off here. Thanks for everybody coming in. I was just cutting up blocks or squares or whatever you want to call them. Now I'm starting on the blue stuff. Then I'll start sewing some of them together so I don't have great big piles of them.
Okay, thanks for letting me come up, Randy.
Yeah.
I'm going to get busy.
Anytime, you know that.
You have a good day.
So see everybody later. I think Rita's going on tonight, so I'll see you in Rita's tonight.
Oh, yay.
It's Monday night. She usually goes Monday night. So, but till the next time, I friended you, Donna, on Facebook, so you can see all the goofy stuff we do. Goodbye, Andy. Goodbye, everybody.